Order was never safety. Order was a promise they sold to you, and you bought it until you didn't, until you reached the edge and looked over, until you realized the edge is not the end, it's the beginning of everything they fear. Do you feel it? That shift in the air? That weight pressing on your chest? That voice whispering, "You are awake now." They call me the clown, the joker, the chaos. But I am the crack, the shift, the reckoning. So remember this, they will try to put you back, to silence you, to convince you it was a mistake. But it wasn't. Every step you take now is the proof they were wrong. And every laugh you give is the sound of your freedom. The truth is, they fear not what I do, they fear what you might do. The moment you hear my laughter, you will feel it too. That pull, that knowing, that hunger to tear your own walls down. And that terrifies them most. I am not your enemy. I am your mirror. I show you the corners you hide from, the cracks you refuse to see. And once you look, once you really see, there is no going back. Not for me, not for you, not for anyone. So ask yourself, when they call me chaos, are they speaking of me or of what lives inside you, waiting to break free? Think about that, because the answer will decide everything. So now, you stand at the edge, the place they warned you never to reach, the place where silence breaks, where masks fall, where truth lives. And here is where the game ends, or begins. They call me chaos. They fear my smile. They dread my laugh. But they never understood. It's not about me. It's about what I show you. That beneath every mask lies a question. And beneath every question lies freedom. So, I offer no comfort, no answers, no promises. I offer only this, a mirror. A truth so sharp it will cut through everything you thought you knew. And when you look, you will either crumble or stand taller than you've ever stood before. Every heartbeat now is a choice. Every breath is a defiance. Every smile, a rebellion. You can turn away. You can step back into their silence, or you can lean in and laugh. Not at me, but at them. At the world that feared you waking up. Because here is your truth. They are afraid of you. Not me, not the noise I make, but you. Your eyes opening, your chains breaking, your voice rising. That is the thing they cannot stop, and it is the thing they will never forgive. So laugh. Laugh until they panic. Laugh until silence shatters. Laugh until their rules mean nothing. And in that laughter, you will find something they will never take from you. Yourself. And that is the most dangerous thing of all. They whisper about control as if it's a gift. But control is a prison with invisible walls. And the moment you believe in it, you stop searching. You stop asking. You stop seeing. That is why they guard it so fiercely. I do not fear chaos. I fear apathy. The quiet surrender that comes when a soul forgets it can break its chains. That silence is far worse than any scream, because it is the moment they own you completely. And that is their greatest victory. Every laugh I give is a crack in their empire. Every pause, a question they cannot answer. Every word, a spark, and sparks are dangerous. They spread, they burn, they change the air you breathe. And once that air shifts, nothing stays the same. I stand here not to destroy, but to awaken, to pull you from their shadow and into your own, to give you the truth they keep hidden. And the truth is simple. The world is not yours to obey. It is yours to rewrite. So when they panic, know it is, because you are no longer theirs. When they whisper about danger, know it is because you have become it. And when they call me chaos, know that chaos is the sound of a mind that is finally woken. Listen to that sound. Let it settle inside you. Because the moment you embrace it, you will understand why I smile, why I laugh, why I will never stop, and why you won't be able to either. Do you feel it? That weight, that pull, that quiet voice in the back of your mind that says, this is not safe. They call it fear. I call it awakening. Because the moment you notice it, nothing will ever feel the same again. They built their world on your obedience, your quiet compliance. They wrapped you in comfort so you would not notice the cage. But comfort is the most dangerous prison of all. It hides the bars so well you don't know you're locked in. I break comfort. I shatter the illusion of safety, not for chaos, but for truth. Because truth doesn't whisper. Truth shouts. Truth burns. And once it burns in your mind, you can't put it out. Not with rules, not with silence, not with fear. They fear you, seeing what I see. They fear you knowing what I know, that the world is not a structure built to protect, but a labyrinth designed to control. And I am the laughter in that labyrinth, the voice that says, go deeper. Every mask they give you, I tear away. Every chain they hide, I reveal. Every lie they sell, I strip bare. Because the moment you look without a mask, you see them, and they cannot hide from you again. So here's your choice. Step away. Stay in their comfort, or step closer. Step closer to the truth. Step closer to the chaos. Step closer to yourself. And once you do, you'll know. You can never go back. Do you want to know what I see when I look at you? I see chains waiting to be broken. I see storm bottled inside a smile. I see silence trembling before a laugh. And I see the truth waiting for its moment. They don't want you to see it. They don't want you to hear it. They don't want you to feel it. But I want it. I want you to feel it so deeply that nothing can put it back in the dark. Because that moment will be your reckoning. And in that reckoning, you will either break or awaken. There is no in between, no safety net, no second chance, only the choice to stand with your truth or bow to their fear. Do you know why they fear you? It's not power, it's possibility. The possibility that you might see beyond their walls, that you might question their chains, that you might smile when they beg you to obey. And that smile terrifies them because it means you are awake, awake to the cracks in their order, awake to the weight they hide behind their rules, awake to the fact that control is an illusion. And illusions are meant to be broken, slowly, relentlessly, beautifully. I don't seek to destroy them. I seek to free you. Free you from the lies you've been told. Free you from the silence you've agreed to. But freedom comes at a price. And you must decide, will you pay it willingly, or will you run back to safety? The cage is subtle. It whispers. It convinces you you are protected. It convinces you comfort is worth surrender. But the moment you break its lock, you are no longer theirs. You become chaos. The question is, will you embrace it or fear it? I have no answers for those afraid of themselves. But for those who look deeper, I offer truth. Truth that tastes like fire. Truth that burns like laughter in a dark room. Truth that shakes your bones and refuses to let go. So lean in and listen. Because the moment you understand the rule they fear most is the moment you will know who you truly are. And you will never be the same again. Do you remember the last time you felt real? Not safe, not content, but alive? There's a moment before everything changes. A moment where the walls fall and the truth steps in. That moment is terrifying because truth doesn't comfort. Truth unsettles. Truth burns. They cannot live for that moment. The instant where control slips from their hands. Where smiles turn to stares. Where silence becomes a scream. It's not chaos for chaos' sake. No, it's revelation. And they panic because they know it deep inside. They fear they are already broken. Every laugh I give carries a warning. Every smile carries a question. And every question carries a fracture. They try to patch them up with rules, with lies, with authority. But you can't mend a fracture in a soul. You can only watch it spread. They want you to believe you are safe, that the rules protect you, but those rules are a cage built in plain sight. And I am the one who hands you the key, not gently, not with grace, but with a grin that says you can never go back. Look at them now, afraid of what you might become, afraid of what they've already lost, afraid that their order is crumbling, And me, I am the laughter in that fear, the truth in that silence, the hand that flickers the last light before the dark. So ask yourself, what do you want? Comfort or clarity? They will offer comfort. I offer clarity. And clarity comes with a cost. The cost is knowing who you really are. And the question is, are you ready to pay it? Do you hear it? That faint pulse beneath the noise? It's the sound of your own hesitation. The quiet before your mind cracks open. You pretend it isn't there, but it is. And it grows. Slowly, relentlessly, until it becomes louder than the lies you've built around yourself. They told you life is about balance, about rules, about safety. But safety is a coffin. Balance is an illusion. The moment you believe it, you surrender. I don't offer comfort, I offer confrontation. The kind that wakes you up screaming in the night. The kind you can't unhear.
Look closer. Everything you hold dear, it trembles. Order, morality, reason. They're illusions stitched together by fear. And fear is the currency of control. Ideal in chaos, because chaos doesn't ask permission. It doesn't obey. It destroys the walls they build around your mind.
I live where the rules end, where the laughter is louder than the lies, where your mask slips without warning. And you stand there naked in truth. You try to run, but there is no running from what you've already become. You only didn't know it yet.
They fear what they cannot define. That's why they call me a monster. But monsters are not born. They are made, forged in silence, in doubt, in broken promises. And every promise you ever kept was a chain. And I am here to break them. So now, listen closely. Because the game isn't mine, it's yours. And it's already begun. Every smile you've hidden, every shadow you've ignored, they lead you here. To me, to this truth, to this laughter. And once you hear it, you can't turn it off. Listen, they say chaos is a disease, but I call it art. A painting painted with broken thoughts and crooked smiles. You ever wonder why a laugh can be sharper than a blade? It's because truth tastes sweeter when it's wrapped in madness. I don't whisper. I shout inside your skull. Every thought, every doubt, I make them dance. See, the world wants order. They crave control. But control is a cage. And I'm the locksmith with a grin. I watch them shuffle, blind to the cracks forming under their feet. Every system, every promise, it's fragile. And I'm just the hand that flicks the match. The smoke that lingers is their terror. Do you feel it yet? That itch inside your chest? That quiet scream you hide from yourself? That's not fear, that's awakening. They call me chaos, I call it clarity. The difference? Clarity doesn't knock softly. It breaks the door. It laughs. It burns. And oh, It never forgets to smile. I've seen the world through splintered glass. Every reflection, twisted, every face, a mask. And behind the masks lies truth they dare not speak. I give them no choice but to look. I give them no escape. Because once the mind tilts, it cannot stand straight again. And isn't that delicious? Do you know why I play this game? It's not for power, not for revenge. It's to prove a point, that inside everyone, there is a spark that fears order, a spark that will burn if you just let it. And me, I am the wind that blows it to life. So listen, pay attention, because this isn't a story about me. It's a story about you, about the silence you keep, about the mask you wear, about the chaos you're too afraid to name. And tonight, I'll give you a name. But first, let me make you laugh.